Friends, I hope you are enjoying this Scratch pen block series. In today's part 3 video, we will be further exploring different aspects of pen blocks. If you have not seen the previous two videos, I highly recommend you go through them and then come to this third video. So in today's video, in continuation of the pen Scratch block series, we are going to make a paint application that we see in our desktop computers. We'll have a blank canvas and then we'll have our pencil. We will be able to set size of pencils using this slider given here. We will also be able to use different colors as you can see here. You can click on these different squares and the pen will shift to that color. So we'll be implementing all these things in today's video. So let's move to the Scratch editor. Hello friends, so let's start creating our paint application. For that, first of all, we'll need an event when the mouse is clicked. Then after, we will add the pen blocks. First of all, as you know, it's the erase block. Then let's set the color, set it to red. Let's set the size of the pen. Initially, let's get it to 2. Then after, we'll need the control structure forever, so that we'll always get all the events. Then after, let's use if else inside the forever. Now what we need to do is, here we need to detect whenever the pen is clicked and dragged. So we'll use sensing block. We have a facility called checking whether mouse is down or not. So what we will do is, whenever the mouse is down, that means whenever we have clicked here, then this event will be generated. So whenever the mouse is down, what we need to do is we need to put the pen down. And whenever the mouse is released, that means in the else condition, we will use the pen up block. So that's how the simple thing should work. Now let's test it. Okay, so the pen part is complete. Now let's create the motion. So for that, what we'll need, we will always make the sprite move along the mouse pointer. For that, we'll need the go to move block. From here, let's just change from random position to mouse. So the sprite will move along the mouse, as you can see here. Now let's check whether we are able to draw something or not. Okay, we are easily able to draw. So that's how easy it is to create a paint application here. Now let's create a little bit more detailed paint application. So what we will do is, we'll add various options to create different types of select various colors, clear everything. For that, what we will do is, we'll use the different sprites for that. So just let's upload all the sprites that we have. I have already prepared them and I will share the link in description box. All you have to do is just arrange them in your application. So now what we will do is, we will basically give all these options to user so that he can directly use it like this. Okay, so we'll resize every block ultimately like this and arrange them in vertical position. So what will happen is that whenever the user will click any of this square box, the pen color will change to this one. So that's the idea behind it. Whenever user will click this green square, it will ultimately change the pen color to yellow. We will implement the logic in each and every one. And finally, there is an erase all button. We will also be using this erase all button here in the corner. So now let's try to implement the logic. Another thing is, now selecting colors is done, erasing everything is done. The only thing left is now we need to allow our user to change the size of this pen. Okay, so for that, I have an idea. We can create a variable called pen size. Okay, so as you can see, we have here this pen size variable. Now let's try to understand the variable logic. So variable is already here. What we can do is, you can right click it and convert it into a slider. So now whenever you slide this, you can change the size of your pen. Let's also modify its range. Range should be from 0 to, let's say 5, or let's say 10. Okay, so the maximum pen size will be 10 and the minimum will be 1. Let's change it to from 1 to 10. Okay, now let's tie this variable to our pen size. Okay, so how can we do that? So whenever we initial pen size will be 2, so every time in forever loop we will set the pen size here, okay, and bind it to the variable pen size variable. Okay, so that's how it is done. Whenever we will change the pen size from here, it will also change the size here. Let's test it. Okay, so as you can see, so see the pen size is changing as per the slider. So that's how we can do that. Now let's implement the. Okay, so now that we have arranged all these paint colors and created our erase all button, now let's try to implement logic for each and every sprite. So what we need to do is whenever I click here in one of the colors, I need to change the pen color accordingly. Now since we have used different sprites, so it will not be that simple that I can use directly a block here and it will change the pen size in this sprite. So basically what we need to do is we need to use some inter-sprite communication system. For that we have this broadcast thing. Okay, as you can see in events, you see this receive and send broadcast messages. We'll use it to implement this logic. How we'll use? Click the black sprite, and here whenever the sprite is clicked, I will just transmit one message. That message will contain the color. So here what will happen is that whenever I click here in the black, it will broadcast a message black. That broadcast message will be received by each and every sprite. So here in the main pencil sprite, I have to implement this logic that when I receive this black message, what I need to do is essentially change the pen size to black. Okay, so let's check it. So initially the color is red, as you can see. Now when I click here, the color has changed to black. Similarly, I need to implement same logic to each and every block. And another thing is we need to create logic here in erase all button also. Here it is straightforward. All I need to do is just use when the sprite is clicked and erase all. Okay, so now let's see if it is working. I click here and everything is getting erased. So this block is sorted. I need to copy the same logic to each and every this color block. Let's do that. So I have implemented the logic in each and every block, that whenever one of the sprite block is clicked, it will transmit the color message. And in the main pencil, I have created the received broadcast message options. So whenever the message is received, it will just set the pen color to that one. Now let's check whether everything is working or not. So initially I will just see the color has changed. The initial color is red. I am clicking here and the color okay. So let's test our logic. When I try to run this, the initial color should be black. So I'm drawing a little sketch here. So as you can see, you can literally create a drawing button and you can simply draw this, and whenever I'm done with that, just use erase all and everything will be gone. So this is how simple you can create an entire paint application using Scratch. So friends, that's all for this video. As you have seen, we have used various pen category blocks in order to create a complete paint application in Scratch. We started with very simple, just followed the mouse and started drawing, and then after we used the advanced options using this slider to change the size, and also we used different sprite blocks in order to create different kind of colors. So that's how it is simple and easy to create some exciting applications in Scratch. In future videos, now we'll be using these similar techniques in order to create some more exciting applications. So stay tuned for the next video. That's all for here today. Thank you very much.